shopped at Costco in so long, and I'm trying to go there less and less, but I had to. Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and there's some things that I just had to really make sure that I went ahead and purchased in bulk, and this was the only place that I could get these specific things at this quantity. So these are going to last us quite a while. We've been going to Sam's a lot. Costco has the bulk of everything that we use, but there are a lot of like just weekly things that I am able to get at my local Sam's Club. Costco will always have my heart when it comes to grocery shopping, but I'm gonna hop into what I got. What I got is going to be gluten-free, and these are some of the things that we're getting right before the holidays start and just to stock up. Okay, so let's start with some of the things holiday-wise that we've gotten. I can't resist saying this, but chestnuts roasting on an open fire. So I picked up some organic roasted chestnuts. I'm not sure that I've ever had them by themselves, so I'm not sure exactly what they taste like, but they were organic and they're individually packed and they were on sale. I want to say that they were $6, and there are six individual bags in here. So I will report back on how these are. I think I've had them in like a holiday nut mix, but I don't know what they taste like by themselves. But picked up that. And then I picked up this giant bag of cranberries because I like to make fresh, real cranberry sauce. My husband actually prefers the one out of the can. I like that one too, believe it or not. But this one I just like whole cranberry sauce. I just like how tart it is. But I do like the jelly consistency of the one in the can, so I might get that one too for my husband. But this was $3 at Costco. And this is, let's see, this is 2 pounds of cranberries. So if we end up going back, I'll probably get another one because cranberries are absolutely amazing for you. They pack so much vitamin C and antioxidants and fiber. So really, really good. And then there are there's this apple and cranberry gluten-free like oat bar bake thing that I make. I think I shared that on the channel before. If I have, I'll link it below. But you can use this for more than just cranberries at Thanksgiving. But I absolutely love these. I like to get 2 bags and then freeze one that'll pretty much last for a couple of months, and I'll put it in things like a smoothie or something like that, because though it's tart, it is absolutely amazing for you. So I love to make sure that I get that because this is literally cranberry season. So once those come in the season, I like to pick up those. And then I'm just doing the things that go in my pantry. I'll put those away and then I'll show you like the meat and the frozen goods that I got. But I picked these up. My husband has started incorporating oats back into his diet and they have been treating him well. And these are tested for glyphosate. So not only are they organic, but they're actually tested for glyphosate residue. So I absolutely love that about this one in particular. Oats don't work for me, but they work for my husband and for my son. So this giant bag, I believe, is like $9. So this is the Farmers We Know 1 Degree Organic Foods. So that giant bag. Next up, as I've said before, and I will say again, this is my real house and we have already dug into some of this stuff. But I picked up the Canyon, let's see. I picked up the Canyon 2-pack of bread, and this is the multi-grain gluten-free bread. This one's pretty good. I like the Mountain White one the best. It just tastes the closest to like the Wonder Bread that I grew up eating, or the 99-cent loaf that I grew up eating. It tastes so much closer to that. But this one's pretty good too. Whenever I go grocery shopping, I always try to have some sort of food in mind that won't take a lot of like cooking or preparation or something like that. And what I did when we got home today, when I got home today, was make sandwiches and fruit. And that is, well, I didn't make the fruit, but they had sandwiches and fruit. And this, like I said, I have not gone to Costco in so long. If you're new here, I'm obsessed with delicata squash, and thankfully, God allowed us to have one grow in our garden with all the vermin that we ended up having, and it was so delicious to actually grow one. But they have a bag of them now at Costco, and I was thrilled. They look really, really good. So there were 3 in this bag, so they range between 2 and 3 per bag, and they were $5. But if I see a delicata squash, I'm not passing it up. So went ahead and picked that up. And then I also picked up, these are staples. It takes me like a year to go through this bag, sometimes less, because I'll do like a chia pudding, but I also like to add it to things that are cold usually. so I'll add this to my husband's oatmeal. I'll add this to my son's oatmeal whenever they're having that, because it's just a great way to get in fiber and to get in omega-3 fatty acids. This isn't the same exact omega-3s that you're going to get from like cold water fish like salmon, or you know what I mean? This isn't the same exact kind, but your body can convert this omega-3 into like the DHA kind of. We can do a whole episode just on the omega-3 fatty acids, but this is still a really great option, especially if you're someone who wants to add in fiber. But if you're new to fiber, you want to go slow and you want to make sure that you're getting a lot of liquid with this, because chia seeds can hold, I'm going to say it's like 10 times their weight in liquid. So I love to have this giant one. And then also, you just can't beat the price of this one either. This one, I'll have to find the price in just a second, but these are the organic hemp hearts. I love to put this on things like coconut yogurt, or to put it on top of cereal, or on top of oatmeal, or to put it on top of salads, because it has like a nutty kind of flavor. And this is just, again, another great way to add in fiber, but it is packed with phosphorus and magnesium, manganese. It has B vitamins in it. It even has some iron. So obviously it's non-heme iron, but this is just such a great. I love putting this on something, especially mixing it in my son's yogurts, because 1 tablespoon of this is going to give you 5 grams of protein, and that's also going to make him full longer. So I usually will put hemp hearts as well as chia seeds in like his oatmeal, or on his like coconut yogurt. I love that. I was excited to see this because sometimes you just want some cereal. Like, cereal is not a breakfast food in my opinion. It is definitely a snack, or when I actually eat it like dessert, because most cereal is basically dessert. But this is the 7 Sundays grain-free sunflower cereal. I love this brand. I love that it's just really simple ingredients. So this was $9.99, and it has tapioca, sunflower protein, maple syrup, coconut oil, dates, vanilla extract, and sea salt. So even the sweetener that's in this is from dates. 1 cup of this has 5 grams of protein, and it also is decent on the sugars. There's only 7 grams of protein. So really like this. Sometimes I'll just make like a little mix for him. I'll mix this with like some pistachios or some coconut, unsweetened coconut flakes, and I might even throw in like a couple of raisins or craisins in there, and I'll create his own little snack mix. And this is a really good option if you want something to travel with, but you're like, you don't want a granola bar or something like that. I think this is a really good option. They had so many other flavors. They had so much more than the last time that I went. I was really excited to see the things that were there. Safe Catch tuna. This is probably my absolute favorite tuna, because one can of this is going to get you 43 grams of protein. But we're not talking about protein from a protein shake or some powder or something like that. We're talking about real food, whole protein, and you're also going to get in so many other things like iodine, which we need for our thyroid health, to create hormones. You can't beat that. To me, this is one of the best things to have on hand, especially if you end up with a power outage or something like that, or you're just traveling with something. Taking a can of this and then like some almond flour crackers or something like that is just a really good. You can basically turn it into a meal, which is what I do oftentimes when it comes to things like that. Next up, black olives. These are the best tasting olives out of a can that I've ever had, and the ingredients are ridiculously simple. Usually there's like a firming agent or some sort of extra phosphates or something weird or gnarly in the can of olives, and they're usually waxy or greasy. These are not like that. And there's nothing in here but ripe olives, water, and sea salt, and they're non-GMO. You get 6 cans of these. These are on sale. And I want to say like 1 can of these at Sprouts is like $3, and the entire package right here was $8. It was on sale. So that was such a great deal. Whenever I see these, even when they're not on sale, I like to get them, because you can put it in salads. You can put it in, sometimes I put it in the tuna if I want like a different flavor. Sometimes I'll do like a Mediterranean type meal, like a Greek style meal, and I'll use that like when I do the Greek meatballs, and I'll make it with some like saffron rice, and I'll add some black olives on the side. This is just such a great way to get in just some healthy fats. So I love to have that, or I'll make like a little charcuterie board kind of thing, or snack plate, and I love to have that with like some carrots and some turkey, something like that. You get the point. Chopped onions. I make so many things in the Instant Pot, like my own stock, my own vegetable stock, or chicken salad in the Instant Pot. There's so many things that I make in the Instant Pot, and this just makes everything taste better. I don't know what it is, but specifically, not even onion powder or garlic powder, but I always use these dried, dehydrated onions. It just adds such a, I guess umami would be the flavor that I'm trying to say. I'm not sure, but this is just such a great option, especially if you're making like, you know, a lot of people will make these like crock pot dump meals, and they'll put things in them like those soup packets. This is one of the main ingredients in them. There's a bunch of other ingredients in them. We don't want to talk about those right now, but this is such a great thing to add to soup when I'm making rice, just to give it a flavor, a really good delicious flavor. And if you have someone in your home who can't tolerate onions because they're doing like low FODMAP or something like that, this, I mean, check with your own body, but this seems to work even when we're doing like low FODMAP. So I absolutely love having this, and I'm almost out. My favorite creamy almond butter is the organic almond butter from Costco, and my husband actually prefers the one from Sam's now, and it really is delicious. I don't know, there is a big difference, and I think it's because those are I don't know, maybe it's because they're not organic, I don't know, but they do have a more nutty flavor, and this is a little more fatty. It's hard to explain. And this seems to be milled or creamed finer than that one. So I don't know, we're kind of like at a toss up between my husband and I which one we like better. I actually like this one better, but the one from Sam's Club is really delicious. I picked up some organic Gala apples. They were like $3.99, and my son will just wake up in the morning and grab an apple. He absolutely loves it. So I'm gonna put this stuff away, and then I'm gonna show you what I got from the refrigerated section and the freezer section. So the sun has set, so it's pretty dark in here, but I picked up, this is my favorite frozen organic broccoli. It just cooks, like it's firm after you steam it. A lot of frozen broccoli, it seems to turn to mush in my opinion, but this one doesn't. I've been getting this one for years. I've never had any issues with it, and it's just, to me, this is the closest thing to just having fresh broccoli, in my opinion. So this is my favorite. There's 4 steamable bags in here. I never ever steam anything in a bag, just because we don't want to eat microplastics, and we don't want to heat our food up with chemicals covering them. And then wild blueberries. Wild blueberries are typically not sprayed with pesticides and all of those things. So this giant bag was $11.99, and I prefer to get this, and they're smaller, and in my opinion they taste better than the organic blueberries. So this is one of my go-tos for that. Really love that. So I got 2 bags of these, and these are just my favorite chicken sausages because they don't have any sugar in them. I've been going to not Sam's, I've been going to Walmart to get the large bag of the chicken maple sausages by Applegate. What I don't love about them is that they do have sugar in them. They're still really tasty, so we'll save that for the weekends for like more of a treat. And then these are the ones that I personally like to have for breakfast. And we went ahead and picked up our little organic turkey, and this was $2.99 per pound. This is frozen rock solid. I wanted to go ahead and get it. This was the smallest one that they had. The other ones were absolutely massive, and it was $30.41. And this is the Plainville Farms, and I've actually seen other stores carry this brand too, but we went ahead and got our turkey. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about Thanksgiving. So picked up just some flounder fillets. This is perfect to make a super quick dinner because you can poach this in a pan and it comes together in literally 10 to 15 minutes. Or I'll just pop it on a sheet pan. I'll throw some ghee or some olive oil, and I'll throw some seasoning, some sage or something like that, and you've got dinner in 20 minutes. So I love having this, and you're just getting a ton of protein. It's super low in calories, so we're typically hungry. I like to usually pair this with something like potatoes to kind of bulk the meal up, but this is a great option to make like a fish fry if you do that, because a lot of the other white fish, they're not my favorite personally, but flounder is a very mild flavor. This is milder than cod, but it's just really delicious, and my son really really likes it, which he likes fish anyways. And then that's the other bag of the chicken sausage. And then I've been going to Sam's regularly now, but they do not carry just a pack of organic legs, just a pack of organic wings. So this is the triple pack that I've only ever been able to get at Costco, and this is $10.47. This is just a triple pack of the legs, and I also picked up a triple pack of the wings, which were $20, and I'm actually cooking some right now for dinner. That's just a really quick and easy dinner to put together. And it's Friday, we wanted wings. So Fridays I typically do something a little more fun and a little more flexible. So we had sandwiches when I got home, and then we're having the wings, and then I just threw some potatoes in the oven, and then I'll throw on a bag of the broccoli and steam that, and that'll be dinner. I don't like to complicate things, especially on grocery shopping day. Oh, and I also picked up, this is my favorite olive oil. This one is 10 something, and I see people using this other olive oil a lot, especially like content creators that like cook and whatnot. They will share, like, I think it's like Graza is the name of the olive oil. I've never tried it before. I don't know if it's just because it's in a squeeze bottle. I haven't tried it yet, but one of the things with olive oil is I prefer it to be stored in glass if I can help it. And I also prefer that it has a dark bottle, just to protect it and to keep it from going rancid. And I think, did I share? And I'm not sure if I even shared this yet, but I absolutely love coconut oil, and I go through a lot less of it than I used to. I used to do like bulletproof coffee and whatnot, but now I am buying like the small jars from Aldi, and I love Aldi's coconut oil. It's a great brand, but a little jar is $5, and this was $17.99 for this giant thing. So I was like, you know what, I'm turning around and I'm spending $5 every 2 weeks when this will last me for months. So those are some of the reasons why I like to go to Costco, and I will keep that membership. And I used to laugh at my grandmother. Growing up, she would have a Costco and a Sam's Club card, and I never understood it, and I used to make fun of her. But I also didn't complain too much, because one of them had really really good pizza. When I ate like that, one of them had really good pizza, but the other one had churros, and those were my jam. So I understand why she picked up both of those cards, both of those memberships. But now we do it for the gas, and for maybe once every couple of months I'm gonna go to Costco, and I'm gonna pick up things that I just can't get anywhere else, and I can't get at the quantity that we go through things. Because when you're eating a diet that's more ingredient focused, more ingredient based, you go through a lot of whole foods very quickly, and we don't do like a ton of snacking and things like that. So I used to share chips all the time, like the Siete chips and all of that. These are really the only things that we got in a bag this time, and other than that, we're just eating like pistachios. And I'll do an entire other video on becoming an ingredient household and kind of the things that we like to eat. Never am I telling you how to eat or what to eat, but if you're someone who's on like a gluten-free and dairy-free journey, if you're like, what do I eat? I remember when I first cut out dairy, it was kind of like, well, what do I eat? Well, what can I have now? Okay, there are some options, and you can still eat well, and you can have some of your favorite things even. I will be sharing some more recipes coming up, and also just some more quick tips on making things in bulk, and just making it easier on yourself if you're doing like gluten-free and dairy-free. We have incorporated ghee into our diet, and that is, my husband, a lot of dairy, but for us, for me and my son, it has been some ghee. We have been able to tolerate a little bit of that, and that has been great. But other than that, you're like, what the heck do I eat? And if you are cutting out those things, I hope that this channel can help you in that regard. But this is never to tell you how to eat or what to eat, but we tend towards more whole, real food ingredients if we can. Your life matters. What you do with it matters. So what will you steward well?